Over the years with my podcast, I've had a lot of obstacles to overcome when it comes to scheduling and sustainability. So in this video, I want to give you some tips for scheduling when it comes to starting a podcast. Hi, I'm Chris Asher from Oink Digital, and if you want to get more out of digital media, whether it's your website, your podcast, videos, YouTube, you name it, you've come to the right place. Let's get into the video. So I've been doing a podcast since 2014, and we started off with 3 people co-hosting, and we'd get a guest in. So that's 3 people plus a guest that we're trying to coordinate. What night are we going to be able to record the podcast? Where are we going to record it? All of that sort of thing. And it just became an absolute nightmare. So we started scheduling podcasts, and the schedule would then start going out of control. Oh, are we available this night? Not this night? What night can you do? It all just became pretty crazy. But before I get too much into the scheduling side of it, I want to talk about publishing frequency. Most people like to try and publish a podcast weekly, but that's also a big commitment, because if you've got 3 other people plus a guest to organize every single week and you want to get ahead of schedule, maybe you got to record 4 in a week, then you've got 4 weeks worth. It's a constant race to just keep up with it. So what we did, and what I'd recommend to people starting out with a podcast, is to publish fortnightly. Now, I know that this is kind of the opposite of what people would say if you want to get found really quickly and grow it really quickly. If you want to grow it really quickly, publish a half-hour podcast every day. But for most people, that's not possible. And you're likely to give it up sooner if you're just going all in all the time, and you'll just get burnt out. So I'd recommend starting out fortnightly and have a weekly recording schedule. So what we do is we record every Monday night at 7 p.m. without fail. And we'll do that for a period of 6 weeks. And then we know that we've got 12 weeks worth of content. So then we'll have 6 weeks off. And because we schedule it for a Monday night every single week, we know when we're booking guests, oh, which week are you available? We'll book in advance, 3 weeks in advance, yes. And you don't need to check with your other co-hosts because you guys have booked in the next 6 or 8 weeks of Monday nights every single night. So through a couple of years of trial and error on scheduling and trying to book and maintain a regular publishing schedule, that's the way that I've found is easiest to do it. We still publish fortnightly, and we've considered going weekly, but we're happy with how it's growing, and it's just going to be too hard for us to schedule that many at the time. So, I mean, you might be different. You might go, look, this is going really great. Let's do weekly, and we'll do a week where every single day we do a podcast for 7 days at this particular time, and you book ahead and book people in for each day, and then you got 7 weeks worth of content. That might work for you, but for us, weekly works really well, and then publishing fortnightly works really well. I hope you found this useful. How do you go about scheduling your podcast if you've already got one? And how were you thinking about scheduling your podcast if you're about to start one? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.